Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? On today's video, we will see how to solve a very common problem that some of our clients have. As you all know, in order to transfer files to an RDP or Windows session through senhasegura's web interface, senhasegura will need to map a remote driver on that device. This driver is usually mapped and called G on the device. You need to use it when you upload files to the server, as well as when you download files from the server to your host device. In some situations, however, this remote driver cannot be mapped, meaning it will not be visible on the user's file explorer. Today, we will see a step-by-step explanation of some of the potential problems that may be causing this issue. Two of the most common causes are the settings on Windows. And the other one is a setting that we will change directly on senhasegura. Alright, so let's do it. I will access my Windows session. There is a session open on senhasegura. When you click on the Explorer, you can see that local disk C is the only one under device and drives. Typically, you should be able to see senhasegura's disk G so that you could transfer files. Well, the first setting we will need to check, because it may be disabling this feature, is Windows hardening. We will find it by editing local policy. We can find it by searching for Edit Group Policy. I'll expand it. Of course, in this case, we're editing it locally. You probably need an iGPO in your own setting. So we'll go to Computer Configuration, then Administrative Templates, then Windows Components. Here, we will find Remote Desktop Services, and then Remote Desktop Session Host. And finally, we'll select Device and Resource Redirection. The first setting that may be causing or affecting this feature is Do Not Allow Drive Redirection. In this case, it is disabled. If, in your case though, it is enabled, this is what may be blocking senhasegura's mounting point. This is the main feature you should check. If this hardening is enabled, it may be blocking the drive. In my case, even though it was disabled, the client drive wasn't mapped. And this is because there is something else that may be blocking this feature. The second potential cause is a registry key, which we can change by going to Regedit. Here, we need to go to HKey Local Machine, then Software Policies, then Microsoft, then Windows NT, then Terminal Service. If fdisable command value is 1, you need to change it to 0. By way of review, the first setting we checked was Windows hardenings, which are located on Administrative Templates, Windows Components, Remote Desktop Service, and Device and Resources Rejection. If it is enabled, you must disable it. This setting does not require restarting your operating system. Changing this registry key, however, requires restarting the operating system so that it becomes effective. In this case, I'll restart my device. Let's wait. Perfect. My device has been restarted. We'll go back to the session, and now we can see that senhasegura's drive was mapped. From this point on, you can use the file transfer feature. We have seen the two remote device settings that may be hindering this feature. Still, there is a setting on senhasegura that we should also check, which is the ladder assigned to the drive. Here we can see that senhasegura is using letter G. If this letter is already being used by another mounting point on that operating system, the same problem may happen. You can check it on System Parameters under Settings, System Parameters, then System Parameters again, and here you can change the letter assigned to senhasegura's mounting point on RDP drive letter. Here, you can choose any letter available at senhasegura, as well as create segregated parameters and choose groups of devices that will use certain letters. For instance, I know that letter G is already being used by infrastructure devices, but it is not necessarily being used by the IT. So I can create a segregated parameter by device, add the infrastructure devices to the group, and assign letter K to them on senhasegura. Okay? Thank you for your time.